We are never getting amazing movies ever again. And this is what I mean. Studios don't want to put the time and effort into making an amazing movie anymore. They want it done too fast. They're putting the wrong people in the jobs for it. And the only way that things are going to get better is if they were to fire everyone in charge and bring in all new people that are actual creatives. I personally believe the people back in the day that were actual creatives, they were in the right positions, but though they might be difficult to work with because they're confident in their direction, they don't want that anymore. They just want people to say, yes, okay, whatever you say is right. They do not care about actual creativity. People that own the studios think that these movies that are being created are their ideas because they're giving them their input. So let's just say you have an amazing idea. Studio buys it, wants to make it. They shit all over it because they want it to be their thing now for no reason. They've never worked for it. They're just a person in a suit behind a desk making decisions. The only hope that we actually have, in my opinion, is that AI gets so good that you yourself from home are able to make good movies just by yourself sitting at your computer. So I don't see how it's going to get much better. We're going to have a few decent movies here and there, but you can take literally any banger from any movie before 2010 and compare it to now, 2024, and you'll see a huge difference in the quality of movie. Yeah, movies now look better. The CGI looks better, but I mean, let's just take one example. Dune versus Lord of the Rings. In Dune, Timothée Chalamet, The Prophecy, bro doesn't have to overcome much, bro. He barely is a good fighter. You're not worried about him dying. There's so many plot holes throughout this whole movie. I'll just say one, the sand walking thing. Like, they gotta, sand walk, but not when they're in large groups. They're fine. They could just stomp across, the sand, or when the big machines come down and they're smashing into the ground. The worms aren't interested in that. Only when you're by yourself and they can barely hear you walking, that's when they're coming for you. It's really stupid. A dumbass movie. But if you take something like Lord of the Rings, like Frodo almost died in the first movie at least twice, where you were actually genuinely worried about this guy. You're like, he's not making it to Mordor. There's no way he's making it to Mordor. By the time the first Lord of the Rings movie is coming to an end, you as the audience member feel literally exhausted because you feel like you actually went through an actual journey with this guy, and you know that you got so much further to go. It's just way better writing. They cared about everything that they did back then. And now they don't care. They only care about money. Everyone's underpaid and they're working on multiple projects at once because it doesn't pay enough. So they're doing shitty work to get it done faster so they can work on the next job to get more money just so they can buy a $30 sandwich. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but our only hope for good movies, in my opinion, is AI putting the power in your hands to make your creations without some bigwig suit standing over you telling you how it should be. But what do you guys think about this?